Before we start, please do consider liking and subscribing. It would really mean a lot to me and would help me produce more future YouTube videos for you guys. Greetings all. My name is Raptors303 and I'm here to talk to you about the curious case of Thon Maker. Thon Maker was one of the most dominant and fun to watch high school players, having mixtape after mixtape of him being extremely dominant and playing with defenders with his dribble moves, shooting, and finishing at the rim. Thon Maker is a South Sudanese born and moved to Australia with his family to escape the violence. Thon was discovered at age 14 and played basketball in Australia for a year before attending a camp in Texas. He finally found a high school called Carlisle School in Martinsville, Virginia. In his freshman season, he averaged 22.5 points, 13 boards, and 4.5 blocks. Sensational numbers. Next year, Thong would win the Virginia Boys Basketball Player of the Year after leading his team to a state championship honors. In February 2015, he reclassified to be in the 2015 class. In the ongoing Nike Hoop Summit, he played alongside Ben Simmons when Team World defeated Team USA 103 to 101. In June, Thon said he would remain in the 2016 class and return to Orangeville Prep for the 2015-16 season. Maker would be one of the first players to go to the NBA draft from high school, but he had to skip a year as a postgraduate. Maker was one of the most successful high school basketball players of his time. He had a lot of scoring battles and was overall a really successful player, having a lot of accolades. Maker attended the NBA Draft Combine and was measured in at 6 feet 11 inches and recorded a 32-inch no-step vertical, the highest of the entire class and any player in the Combine's history. Many teams ruled themselves out of taking Thon due to his age misinterpretation, as some believed he was 21 to 23 years old. But we'll get into that later. Thong was selected with the 10th overall pick by the Milwaukee Bucks, hoping he would be their next franchise cornerstone. In the Summer League, Thon averaged 14 points and 9 boards, earning second-team All-Summer League honors. Thon at the next level was behind Jabari Parker and a young Giannis, just starting to enter his physical dominance. Jason Kidd put Thon on the same training regimen as Giannis, hoping he'd turn into something like the physical specimen they had on their hands. Thon, though, was really struggling. He wasn't getting too much minutes, and when he was getting minutes, he was barely putting any points on the game. And he missed a decent chunk of games due to injury. Thon finally got his chance after Jabari Parker's ACL couldn't handle it anymore and was out for the season. Thon in that time showed flashes, having a career high, which still is, 23-point performance against the Pistons. But apart from that, Thong was incapable of playing consistent minutes on a basketball court. He couldn't defend straight up. Even though he blocked some shots, he committed a lot of fouls. He had a 3-point shot in his locker, but he didn't really shoot it a lot. Thon would eventually bounce around the league, spending time on the Pistons, and most recently the Cavs. He would be released and now plays in Israel. So much for being that future MVP superstar that he was projected to be. Thon was such a dynamic prospect, ranked by scouts as a 5-star recruit, but never put it even somewhat together. People to this day are trying to figure out how Thon didn't improve. Did he never improve his intangibles, fundamentals, and IQ? That was one of his biggest struggles coming into the NBA draft. Or was it something more, something the NBA suspected, but not as far as they thought? Thon's real problem was his age. So most NBA fans have seen this picture of Thon Maker. You want to guess what year it was, where it is? Go on, I'll wait. Okay, time's up. In a 2010 Australian yearbook, which definitely shows he wasn't 19 in the draft. If Thong was 18 in 2010, and was drafted in 2017, he would have been an staggering and ineligible 26 years old at the time of the draft, and would now be 32 years old in his sixth year of professional basketball. The story heavily resembles the story of Manute Bol, who was probably in his 40s when he was in the NBA, and they were both from South Sudan. It was reported that Edward Smith, his mentor, messed up his transcripts to make him look like he was 15 years old. So it gets more clear that Thon never improved in his NBA career and consistently regressed even when he got to Milwaukee, and had lost quite a lot of his athletic abilities by the time he got to Cleveland. He couldn't really do anything, and his weight never improved. He could he could never improve in anything because he was regressing by his third season in Milwaukee. Thon, till this day, denies that he graduated high school in Australia. So overall, the story of Thon Maker is still up for debate amongst the NBA community, and has been talked about a lot, but we will never know if Thon Maker really faked his age. Thank you guys for watching. Please do like and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. Join my Discord server, which I just created, where we talk about basketball. Link will be in the description. Peace.